help welcome him as he comes up. Thank you, guys. Oh, wait, I got some props here, just a second. United part of Santa Cruz Church now, so you got to have at least 8 Bibles. I got 6 up here. This counts for 4. I got more props. I have some of the Mirror translation in here, so that's 7. And I've got my June 21st, 1971 Time magazine. June 21st, 1971, because of the magnanimity, the hugeness of the Jesus movement, Time magazine, of all people, was forced to cover the story. Okay, now, let's do some math. Most of you look like you know. Okay, 4 and 4.
What?
I said most. But okay, June 21st, 1971. June 21st, 2011. What is June 21st, 2011? What's the difference between that and June 21st, 1971? 40 years. What is 40 years in the Bible? A generation. Dude, this is all for you. But I'm really excited about this because what we're doing and what we're seeing today is I think we're seeing the birth of a new one. Which is going to be bigger and better and more profound and more widespread. And it's for you guys. It's for your generation. Your generation is a special generation. It's just marked by stuff that we didn't have, but I think God wants to take the combination of what we have and what you guys have, pour them together into a new wine where He's going to make the church body one. It's not going to be the old guys and the way it was. And you should have been there in 1971. You should have seen those hippies with bell bottoms coming in with their bare feet and getting saved, and they had beards and they were still footing it, you know. And I mean, whatever, you know. I mean, and now they're coming in. They got tattoos and they're pierced, and you know, they do what I don't care. Like, I really care. No, God doesn't care either. He is going to bring in a generation of you guys, combining with who's left of us, Reverend of us is left, and it's going to be like the biggest Jesus movement the world's ever seen. It might even be the last one. Because so many people are going to get saved. I don't know if there's going to be anybody left who's not. It's going to be crazy. And God is simplifying the message. That's what we're doing. That's what the revelation that we're getting. People say, well, what are you talking about, the finished works? We're talking about the simplest, easiest gospel message you could possibly deliver. And that is that Jesus did it all. Just step across the line, step in. You are in. So what He's going to combine, He's going to combine all the stuff that we had. We had like this huge mass harvest anointing on our generation. We still do. It's just crazy. But, you know, we had like, in the Jesus movement, we saw it go around the world. We saw just all kinds of crazy things happen with that. We had a power kind of a thing where, I mean, it was just like, you know, when, say like at a Lonnie Frisbee meeting, it would take a couple of hours to clear the bodies out afterwards. I mean, people would be like, they'd hit the floor and they'd start bouncing. I mean, there was so much power to see what God was doing back then. And we saw a lot of manifestation of that. But you know what? When I see you guys, I just like get up close to you guys, and man, I'm just like juiced in the presence, man. You guys are a generation that is juiced in the presence of the Lord. You guys are carriers of a presence of Jesus that is such a sweet essence that just exudes everything. You guys are like awesome. You guys are awesome. And you guys are so creative. You guys are writing the book on creativity. You guys are like made in the image and likeness of God, and part of that is just like that huge creation stuff that, So anyway, what I see God doing, I see God just pouring together the anointings of the generations into like one new man, into one complete person, into one complete body, into a full church, combining that, and boy, He's going to light the fuse to the next Jesus movement that's going to blow up worldwide. Because He's not just in Santa Cruz, He's not just in San Jose, He's not just in Redding or LA, but He is in Wisconsin, He is in He's in Europe, he's in Wales, he's in Africa, he's in India, he's all over the world, and it's being prepared, it's being ready to be lit. And I'm excited about it. I get to be one of the old guys this time, but that's cool. I don't care. I just get to be there, and that's what's so awesome. It is so awesome. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my. So anyway, Rod and I, Colette and I, we've been with this whole thing since the very beginning. In Santa Cruz. In Santa Cruz with Ben and John. Everybody asks, well, how'd you get hooked up with this? And so, briefly, it was, Colette and I got a real heart for this generation. We got tired of seeing our kids grow up in church and hit about 16, 17, and 18 right there, just kind of go, well, I'm kind of done with the back of people's head. I don't like getting told what to do, and I don't like hypocrisy, and you know, I mean, that kind of stuff, you know, and 3 songs and offering a sermon just sucks. I mean, you know, I mean, they said worse stuff than that right at my dinner table, but I'm just trying to keep it kind of clean, you know. But they were a little fed up, so we got a heart just kind of go after this generation. So we started stuff in our house, chasing down like those people, like our friends, you know, our friends' kids and our own kids, you know, just doing that. But then my heart has always been, I love evangelism. I love seeing people get saved. I want to see the mass harvest. I want to see this Jesus movement, you know, bring in billions. I want to see it happen. Billions, wouldn't that be cool? Dude, I mean, okay, there's what, 6.5 billion people now? 7 billion? Okay, see, there's all right, she's still in school, that's good. But 7 billion people, all right, wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be awesome to see 5 billion or 6 billion or 7 billion just like pour in? They're already atoned for, they're already, all they have to do is step across the line. Jesus already saved them. They just need to step in and believe it. It's just a matter of faith. So, why? Oh, so Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, yeah, let's get her back here. Forgot where it was. This place is nuts. I don't know if you guys have kind of like had a chance to cruise around town, just kind of check it out and stuff, but it's pretty crazy. And I started looking for, my heart is always like, go get these guys. So we went to a conference in San Jose. Ben Dunn was over there leading worship. And some friends of ours had met him on a trip to one of the gypsy trips over in Europe. And they introduced us to Ben, and we got to talking and stuff. And then I said, oh, I like that guy. And then in the meantime, we got to, somebody gave us John's book, The New Mystics. And I'm looking on the back, and it says, John Crowder, married to Lily Crowder. And I go, wait, Lily? Lily? Is that Lily Sinclair? The girl that we've seen grow up since she's about this big? Yeah, we've known, Lily grew up here in Santa Cruz, and we've known her, you know, ever since she's a little girl. And so we're going, wow, check that out. And she's married to this guy, John Crowder. I really like his book. I'm going to call her up. So I managed to track her down through her mother in Alaska, blah, 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 and called her up and said, this is awesome, you know, how are you doing? I see what, you know, and she goes, well, we're in California, we're going to be in Santa Cruz next week. Let's try and get together. I said, yeah. Her dad lives about a mile from us. And she said, we're going to be over there. And I said, cool. So we managed to finally not hook up with them in Santa Cruz, because trying to hook up with Ben and John before, say, 1 or 2 in the afternoon is kind of, you know, it doesn't happen. Especially if they don't know you. You know, so 1 or 2 was too early for them, and they had to be in Antioch, which is in the Bay Area, a couple hours away, that night. So we'd gone up there, and I don't know why you'd gone up there, but I know you'd gone up there for something similar. But Rod was up there too. We all ended up at the same meeting. But our heart was to, I finally saw in Ben and John, a couple of people that are crazy enough to come here and actually be like crazy enough to have influence on this generation and on the people that live here. So I go, hey guys, here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like, I want to do like a thing in Santa Cruz where we would just rent a big public space. We'd invite everybody who believes and get all the cracker, I mean just the nuts like us, you know, that would come and just do that. And then we're going to go around and paste the entire town with like party, you know, rage parties, Santa Cruz Civic, $10, you know, just paste it and have people come. Turn Ben loose on him with music, and turn John loose on him with his preaching, with his antics, and see what happened. And John goes, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Let's do that like, you know, next summer, you know, and that was like the following summer. But in the springtime, I get this call from Ben Dunn, and Ben goes, we want to come to Santa Cruz. And I go, cool. And he goes, yeah, we want to come for Passover, and it's the 4 days before Easter. Can you find us a church that seats 500 to 700 people that we can do a 4-day conference at? This is Ben Dunn. I go, well, yeah, Ben, I'm sure there's a lot of churches that see 500 to 700 people that, are free for those 4 days before Easter. I'll check. Well, there wasn't, but we did manage to get the Vets Hall over here, and we had the first meeting. It was called the New Ecstatics. It was at Easter 2009. It was crazy. We had people, I literally could not walk in the door. I mean, they were like stumbling down the hall. They could not make it. It was just crazy. And we had people get up and walk out of wheelchairs for the first time. There was a guy that got up, brought a wheelchair, and I was up in the balcony saying hi to somebody, and I came back, and I looked down, and I go, where's the guy in the wheelchair? And he's not there. And then he's walking across the room. It's a little bit slower than this. He was still feeling it out. He walks back and sits down, and then he gets up. By this time, I'm back down in the chair. He gets back up again, and he starts walking back. He comes back this way, and Ben sticks the microphone. Nobody prayed for him or anything like that. He just got up out of his chair. It wasn't like, oh God, heal this guy in the wheelchair. It's like, the guy just got up and walked. So Ben sticks the microphone over his face and says, thinking, well, maybe he'd been in a car crash or something had happened. And the guy's like 34, and Ben says, well, how long has it been since, you've been able to walk like that? And the guy says, never. Never. That was crazy. That was like, whoa, everybody's going, wow. And the guy's just like covered, the guy's just like gold, painted gold, never. And he's just walking back and forth across the front of the thing. And, we made him stand up and put John in his wheelchair. But that's another story. John Crowder in a wheelchair with okay, never mind what he was wearing on his head, and the glove thing around his neck, and the big chalice in front. Okay, never mind. But anyway, so that was, we've been here since the beginning, and it's just been a wonderful time just seeing guys come, like Matt has moved out here from Indiana. Grant's down here from Oregon, Christy's here from Reading. We've had the band who just lived in the East Bay, but they've been to everything that we've done. We have people that it's cool. It's really an honor to have all of you. And we've had people stop here from just about everywhere. And it's been really a blessing. So I want to just reiterate what Rod was saying about how you guys have blessed us and you honor us so much just by coming, because we're here and we're stoked.